Well, I'm going to start by saying how much I enjoyed the film earlier. I thought it was an incredible exploration into your process and the way your kind of artistic mind works. And I thought, and obviously, I love how much you value collaboration. I thought it was really. My first question, really, I was just wondering about how this kind of project came to be for you. When did the idea for this movie come into your mind?
So this kind of like a project kind of started during the pandemic, you know. So I was asked to do like a lot of, kind of this kind of like a project. Then, I didn't want to do something like a living to living room, the session or something like this. I wanted to do something spectacular, but still people need to be safe. And then also just not the we are playing music, so we wanted to, how do you say, convey some kind of messages, doing this. So then, I always think about something humongously big. So I thought that was too big to complete everything during the pandemic. So anyway, that project started during the pandemic. Then, finish everything. I mean, editing and everything took 3 years.
So was it quite difficult during the pandemic not to have that direct access with your fans? Because you seem to be someone that values that connection.
Extremely. So how do I put this? Yeah, I mean, around that time, there's the right things to do, or social distance to, the COVID check issue to, just, yeah, it was extremely difficult.
Do you think the industry has kind of recovered now? Do you think it feels like it's back to normal these days?
I think so. But at the same time, like people got, how do you say, some kind of like a traumatic kind of, in terms of COVID, right? Experience. So, yeah. So I think industry is back on the surface, but I don't know in the depths yet.
I mean, there's something incredibly cinematic about your music, I think, and especially your style of performance. Did it feel inevitable that one day your work would be presented in a feature-length film?
I would love to do that kind of project. Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of fashion, creating device, something like this, but I'm a musician, I'm a composer. So yeah, then film is maybe one of the closest thing, with the music. So yes, someday, if I'm still alive.
But I love, one of the things I loved about the film and seeing you work is how much you value collaboration. What is it you enjoy best about working with other artists?
I've been doing music for a long time. I kind of have my own style, but doesn't mean I'm still, I don't want to be stick to this kind of one style. So I'm pretty multi-genre artist. So every time I do some collaboration, I can learn. So also I get inspired by all those amazing artists. Yeah.
And artists from all across the world. I mean, literally, we're talking from Japan to China to England, America, Germany. Do you think that music, and your music especially, is universal? Do you think music helps bring the world together?
I think so. Yeah. As I said it so many times in the film, I guess music has no boundary. Basically music is like one language. I don't know. So regardless, a lot of things going on in negative way around the world, music can kind of unite people.
I was wondering who else. I don't know if you have a literal list, but who else would you love to work with one day? Do you keep a list in your mind of people that you would love to work alongside?
In terms of collaboration?
Yeah.
If I could really collaborate, if the time period doesn't matter if I have time capsule or something like that. Beethoven.
I'd love to see that. um, I feel like you're something I took from the film is you have a very infectious outlook on life, very optimistic, I think, a viewpoint in the world, but very much steeped in reality too. Is that something that you look to get across in your work and through your words? Do you think it's important for artists of your standing to have messages for their fans and for the world?
In terms of the what kind of message just in general?
Yeah, no, not a specific message as such, but just more the kind of positivity I think that you like to portray.
Yes, some people may know I've been surrounded by a bunch of death. So like my family members to band members to so but I'm very, how do you say, positive thinking person. So just being sad or being angry doesn't do anything. So I try to be very positive, try to solve the problem, try to move forward. So try to, help people, which is also helping myself, helping me too. Yes, this is my message. I'm very positive thinking person.
I was wondering too if you could ever see yourself directing, because obviously you directed this documentary, but could you see yourself directing more projects in the future? Maybe not just about yourself, but other people's music videos or films with narrative and characters and stuff.
Yes, it's interesting. I was just talking to one of my friends who's the director of the film last night. Yeah, I mean, there's not that much difference than producing music or producing the band or a group or I'm kind of interested. I would like to learn much more about it. And yes, the subject doesn't have to be me, can be anything, could be Godzilla, could be dinosaur, could be alien, or could be, I don't like bugs, so maybe not the bugs. Okay, subject. I like drama. Drama means like something somehow realistic towards the our life. Like, well, I kind of like superhero things too. So we'll see.
I'd like to see you do an alien film. That'd be fun.
Some people think I'm alien too. So
I've been to lots of actors before, and they sometimes say they struggle to watch themselves on screen. They don't watch the films they make. You obviously directed this, so you were involved in the edit as well. How is it watching yourself on screen and watching yourself perform on screen over and over again?
There are a lot of things I thought about. I wish I were a better musician. So I wish I don't know, there are thousands of things I wish I were better. But at the same time, I don't think I was that bad. So yeah, there's always a list like I wish I need to improve in terms of being a musician.
Well, I don't think you need to improve too much. You're pretty good. But you do tour a lot. I know you play music all across the world. Do you ever just take some time just to relax, or are you one of those musicians and artists that's kind of always working?
Good question. So like yesterday, I pretty much have the first day this year, like an entire day doing nothing. I really enjoyed it. So I just probably slept like 16 hours straight, something like that. Then I think it's really, I just realized that we need that kind of time. So but at the same time, I'm trying to achieve something, then feeling like I had to work really hard. So I guess it's need a balance. I need to learn more about it.
My final question, because I know I'm running out of time. I'm just wondering about the kind of immediate future for you. Are you writing at the moment? Have you got any new music that you're working on?
Yes, I'm always writing something. Because I write music like with just music score on paper. So just every night before I go to bed, I just keep writing something. Then, in terms of the specific project, yeah, I have some classical project. I'm writing classical tune, like a symphony thing. Also, some dance music. What else am I doing? I think I'm doing multiple projects actually.
Just remember to have another day off every now and then. 60 sleeps are good. Anyway, thank you so much, Yoshiki, for speaking to me today and for bringing this movie out and sharing your music with the world. It's been great.
Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey,